What is up, DTube Steam blockchain? So, today I want to talk about the creation is intelligence. Intelligence, intelligence, intelligence. I think this is a fascinating topic. So, let's talk a little bit about it. So, what about it? Why is that such a fascinating topic? Well, when I've traveled around a little bit, each city, I sort of feel that when I go to a city, if I go to a city, what I sort of see and what I'm fascinated about seems to be different compared to what other people are interested in. So it's very interesting with the with, let's say, the Instagram age, how it sort of influenced perception, and how there's so little that you're perceiving with Instagram, even though it seems as you are seeing a lot. It seems as you're seeing a city. It seems as you're becoming educated. But what people sort of focus on photos when they're doing it. It's mainly about the person. It's not about the city. It's not about the place. It's not about perception. It's not about the feeling state of that place. It's not about the citizens. It's not about the culture. It's yeah, I mean, it doesn't really cover anything in depth with modern level technology, how most people are using it. It's very surface layer, and if someone does travel, it usually is very much focused on the person or on a specific vanity view. And that's kind of interesting because that's something that gets extremely boring with memory. When people go to a specific place and they always go to the same place, they always show the same place. And creation, that it has such a phenomenal intelligence, and how each place is sort of so unique. And it's a little bit sad in some ways how people do not talk about this more, where it gets so watered down. Probably because most people do not focus that much. They probably don't focus that much on perception, but they're mainly focused on memory, looking at what they can see to sort of impress other people. But when you actually look at the creation itself, life on this earth, you can see that everything is interesting here. I mean, if you really pay attention, a stone is as fun and engaging as some other thing. It's just amazing intelligence. Everything. And I find it so fascinating, the uniqueness of different places, and how human perception, how it's just fascinating, that how everything is so complex in a way and so connected in another way, and how each person has this extremely unique experience of life on earth. And it's very interesting here how our eyes are loaded with memory. So many times, memory is not intelligence. Memory is what keeps a culture going, because people have a memory and people remember stuff. Same as your body remembers how a human is made and so on. But it's not intelligence. So as people get more powerful hardware, I think that people are going to see eventually, they're going to see a lot of limitations eventually with memory. So I think a lot of people will start to become, or start to notice, their own repetitive habits. Because as we're going to get smartphones eventually with 1 terabyte plus of memory in some ways becomes a parody. And that's something that sort of is interesting to talk about. And I really do hope that more people are going to start to shift more towards trying to grasp intelligence and try to understand the difference between memory and intelligence. Something that there has been very little focus on this. Very, very little focus on this. And I really hope that it becomes a bigger focus. So it's very interesting with next, the way I want to see the next level of social media, especially the next 10 years, is I want it to be more focused on realness and authenticity, where you want to sort of almost create or make it so people can see their own limitations in their own memory, and just make them aware how ignorant humans are. How ignorant. It's amazing. The profoundness of humans' ignorance is truly amazing. When they realize that their intelligence is going to be on all the time, they're going to be super alert. If they're used to operating from memory and they don't understand the distinction, the difference between memory and intelligence, they can become extremely unconscious. They can dive deeper, they can become further and further more ignorant. Because memory can really make you more confused. You probably noticed this with people that are just taking in more and more memory, more and more, reading more and more books, and they can make something complex that if they just use intelligence, it would not really be complex. So you're never gonna have as much memory as an external device. It's just not gonna happen. You will not be able to pack that inside of, no person would be able to pack it in their head. Even though people are gonna try to stuff more stuff. They're gonna try to fit the whole creation into their head, but it's just not gonna happen. And there's really no point of it. If creation is intelligence, if it is intelligence, then it would be intelligent to know that you don't have to pack everything in your head. You don't have to. So right now in the world, everyone is sort of memory collectors. Money, when it's digital, it's just memory. So everyone is sort of gathering memory and more memory and more memory, and eventually everyone is just going to have the memory that they need to do something. Everyone has memory. Whoa. And I think that's a great way of sort of looking at it. So many discussions that people are having, you especially about money, you would be able to replace most of it with they're just talking about memory. They're just talking about memory. And I think a lot of people are going to try to hold on to it, where they're going to try to hold on to maybe some form of individuality with with memory, let's say like what they're doing, oh, this is my opinion, this is what I believe in, but but then a robot is going to start to read those words, and it's going to say the exact same thing, and you're going to see, wait a sec, this one can do the exact same thing that I said, this little robot can do, and it also packs more memory, so it even looks smarter than me. Like it's going to look smarter. And then people are probably eventually going to realize, oh, wait a sec. If all we can do with memory, if that's going to happen inside of the machine, oh, wait a sec. Okay, then we don't have to do so much of that. Then we can just focus on perception, can just focus on alertness, can just dive deeper into consciousness, and just appreciate creation for its beauty. And I would say a lot of ugliness that sort of happens in the world is because how humans have used their mind, and they've got into all sorts of strange patterns of duality and trying to almost understand the existence with the mind, when we probably would have created more beauty if we would just focus on human perception and find that fascinating. So yeah, creation is intelligence, intelligence, intelligence. The air around you is intelligent. The water that you're mostly made up of, so intelligent. And yeah, we just need to focus more on intelligence and see that memory is a lot of repetition. Yeah, have a great day to you, Mr.